Look who's here.
Who's here?
It's Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley.
My God, so it is.
Right.
Welcome, fellas. You were all paying it. We had mutual appreciation body language.
Well, yeah.
As soon as the mics went on, you completely turned all your attention on Farley.
Well, I was trying to.
Are you playing it cool?
No, I wanted Farley to get some talking time in because he's a good guy and he's only in America. Only in America.
Could we have Farley?
What?
Could we have Farley?
Yeah.
Only in America?
Only in America.
right.
Spoken by a Canadian.
Only in America. Chris Farley's brother Kevin.
I thought you were going to call me Chris again.
No.
Which would have been horrible.
Here's it.
No, I wrote a song for Kevin about his brother Chris.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear it?
I would love nothing more.
Very much like to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a song parody. No, I don't remember it. You remember it. It's based on the 70s that I'm not Lisa, my name is Julie.
I don't know if you've heard that song.
I am not
I'm
familiar.
not Lisa, my name is Julie. Lisa left you years ago.
Familiar with that song?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
That is such a lie. No, you're
Trying to
not.
kiss up to the
You don't have
guests.
to be. You don't have to
Right,
be.
yeah.
Looking it up.
Can I
Oh,
ask
let's
you?
look it up. Oh, look it up and you can play
Hey,
it.
I've got it.
Okay.
Boom, hit
Do
it.
you really?
Let's listen
I've
to
got
it.
it. Stand
Hit
by.
it.
All right.
Here we go.
Are you going to sing?
That was it?
Very slow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Well, we usually play them.
It probably
Start
is.
to
Norm.
finish.
It's in about 2 minutes in.
I can't fast forward.
No, that's okay. This is good radio.
Yeah, we can talk over this. This will be like a music bed to our conversation.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it goes right into it, so I can just...
Do a
Oh,
little
it does?
dialogue.
Dub
Just be
it,
like,
right.
hey,
Oh, you'll
Norm,
dub
what's
it
up?
as they
What's
say
up,
it?
Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting concept.
You
He
look-
may overlay it. He may overlay the words of the song with his parody.
Sweet.
Okay.
It's just never been done. Here it goes.
You're hearing it here now live.
I'm not Chris. My name is Kevin. Chris was funny. I am not.
Wow. That's terrible. Norm.
I wrote
great
that.
job.
What do you mean it's terrible?
In the first person, it's even sadder.
Oh, wow.
Can we ask you
Anyway,
a
that's
question
it, yeah.
about sort of stand-up life in general
pretty good,
that we've never had?
Great. We got to do it with the overlay.
I don't think we actually need to
We don't need to say a
ask
word.
anything.
We don't need to say a word.
When you come to a different town doing a stand-up tour, are there certain things that... What are you looking at?
I'm looking
Her
at you.
eyes.
It looks like it looks like you're looking at a contact that's slightly off center. You know the trick where if you don't want to look in a person's eyes, you look at a spot right in the
Right.
middle
I
of
don't
the
know
forehead.
that trick, no.
No?
What a terrible trick. Why would you want to look in a person's eyes? That's an interesting part of
You
it.
do that, I think.
When you come to a different town, is there someone from the club always that picks you up at the airport and then
Yeah.
ferries you around
Yes,
town?
but, well, no, it doesn't ferry me around town. They just drive me to the hotel and drop me off and say, see you in 4 days, buddy.
Is that what happens, or do they try to sometimes befriend you and show you the local sites?
No,
and-
usually it's an old fella, 70 or 75, and he'll drive me from the airport. He'll drop me off. He'll go, you're on your own for 4 days now, pal. And I'll go, okay. You don't have to say it like that. And he goes, hey, you going to stiff me like the last guy? And I go, no, what? Who was the last guy? Some fella.
I know him.
I go, all right, I'll pay you money. I'll pay you extra for what he didn't. I always overtip like crazy. I'll go, I don't know what to tip. So, I pull out a 20 and I'm not going to go can you give me 15 back? Because the guy sees I have other 20s. Especially a homeless guy.
Oh my God.
I just pray to God I don't pull 100 out somehow. I'm like, oh, what? Wait. I have 100 and a 1. I wonder what you're getting. And I'm keeping, a homeless dude.
I don't think there's ever been a moment in any interview in 15 years in radio that I lost control so
quickly.
immediately.
I don't think we ever had control.
No, it's kind of a groovy feeling. It's it's what I imagine a sensory deprivation tank must be like.
Back to you,
talking to
Darren.
Norm
Just let it
Macdonald.
go.
Back
Just
to
let it
you,
go.
When was the moment that you, as like a young Norm, sort of discovered that stand-up comedy was a thing that could be done as a job and maybe was a job that you could do?
I don't know. When I was in,
Sorry.
see, that's a hard question. I got when I was in grade 4, I got a laugh in math class.
Oh, that's a tough audience.
Because they said the teacher said there's this theory. It's called the reflexive theory of mathematics. But anyways, he didn't tell us the name of the theory. He wanted us to guess, and he said this theory is if x equals y, then y equals x. And he goes, what would be a good name for that theory? And then I said, the pointless theory? And then I got a huge laugh.
And that was it.
Some people start in the groundlings, second city. Some people just pipe up with the pointless theory in 4th grade.
And math class.
Oh my God.
How about you, Kevin?
Kevin.
I don't know. I farted once and the class laughed. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
You're from a funny family. You're from a family
Yeah,
where
some people call it.
a lot of people, was there a lot of competition for attention? Was
Yeah.
there a lot of love, a lot of fighting, like sort of set the tone for what the
Jeez.
Farley house growing up in was
It
like?
was all that.
Yeah.
We had a very sick household. No, I think it was competition. Yeah, we have 4 guys in our house.
Any sisters?
And it was, we have 1 sister, yeah.
Wow.
God bless her.
Barb. And Barb's funny. Barb's probably the funniest one. But she's a nursery school teacher, and she'll send me texts like, but she'll come up to people and be
So
like,
she made a good career decision. She's funnier than Chris Farley.
yeah.
She decided to go into that line of work.
High-paying industry.
Yeah. But she'll go up to people and be like, I'm Chris Farley's sister. And be like, all right, Bob, that's enough.
That's enough. Settle down.
And you'd be like, yeah, okay.
Norm, you're shaking your Starbucks cup as though you wish you had more coffee. Do you want the rest of mine?
Well, I drink a lot of cream in mine, so I don't
I
think
have
it
a
would
lot of
work
cream.
out.
Hers is more like
I
pudding.
bet this is sweeter than anything that you.
Oh, I don't drink sugar, though.
You don't, oh, well, you're out of
Thanks,
luck.
though. Thanks,
okay.
Terry. That
All
was,
right.
that was
I tried.
kind of you.
You're
That was
welcome.
kind of you.
Thank you for not being afraid of germs. Can we talk about SNL a little bit?
Sure, whatever you want to talk
Okay,
about.
this is something that,
I'll talk about it.
and I've interviewed you before.
I know, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Did you talk about it this morning?
Did I talk about you interviewing me?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean?
Because I think you had an interview with my old radio partner.
Yeah, no, he wasn't, but yes, close. He was in the other room.
This is so surreal. Okay, where was I even going? Oh, no,
You were
this was the
saying
question.
when
I
you
wanted it to
interviewed
be a serious interview with you when I talked to you before, but it turned out being kind of weird. And
I
this is
remember,
the question that I wanted to ask you.
It was a very metaphysical conversation.
No,
we
it
had.
wasn't. You don't remember at all.
He has no idea.
I was just joking. I remember it completely, yes.
The question I wanted to ask you was, there was a specific episode of, like, you should know, and your brother actually also, Kevin, were of the cast that was SNL to me. Like, there's the people that go through the history of the show. There's a moment in your life when that's the cast
Right.
that you
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
relate to the most. You're at the perfect age, and you were part of that for me. I remember you were doing Update, and I think that John Lovitz was sitting next to you, and he was doing some sort of
You two are like 5 inches apart.
right
that
now.
must be uncomfortable.
No, our knees are touching.
Wow.
And he's got that piercing stare. John Lovitz was sitting next
Murderous.
to you.
It is murderous.
It's
a
not
little
murderous.
unsettling.
No, I think it's I don't know.
ravening.
I don't know
It's
what
ravening.
it is. I don't
Is it
know.
ravening?
It's
Ravening
ravening.
I'm not sure that's a word.
It's positively
Ravening.
ravening. Okay, no, I'm
Anyway.
serious about this.
All right, we're back.
Sorry.
Whoa, Kevin. Whoa.
Kevin.
What?
That's not a funny topic.
Oh, sorry. I just.
I guess it is to Derry, huh?
This is nervous laughter, I assure you.
Maybe I went overboard.
John Lovitz is sitting next to you, and he's in some sort of
John
disguise.
Lovitz was not in. I was never in the cast with John Lovitz.
Okay, then it couldn't have been him.
No.
But the point that I remember was that you, at the end of Update, took out your earpiece
No.
and tossed it down on the desk and stood up and walked off screen before the camera cut.
Oh, I do that a lot. Not my. Yeah, I took off my mic and just went left. Yeah.
This was a particular moment, though, and then you also didn't appear in the goodbye waves.
I never appear in the goodbyes ever.
I don't know if you're lying to me or not.
No, I'm.
Is that true?
You know that? I would never be in the.
Why?
Because I didn't like, because people would phone and go, oh, the show sucked and everything. I felt like an idiot. Like, you go, hey, and like you were in one sketch for 5 seconds or something. And also, my job was done after Update. I'd just go and get some soup somewhere. But I always feel like an idiot, like standing there. Ah, thank
Bye-bye.
you. Like nobody cares at all in the audience. They're just waiting to go home.
That's one of my favorite parts of the show. I'm always curious who's talking.
What do you
to,
mean?
Oh, it is
That's
fun.
the
No,
who's
you're
talking
right.
to whom.
I watch that and I
Yeah.
see people talking. Yeah,
Like, who are the friends? Who don't like? Oh, they're mad at that one.
Yeah,
That's
like
sweet.
they'll talk to the guy in the band and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
See, I always imagined that was completely fake, and it was like doing the theater thing where
But I'll
you
tell you-
pretend to be talking and you're saying peas and carrots, and smiling. and
Here's a
smiling.
funny Saturday Night Live. It was right after 9/11.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
This is are you honestly?
Yes.
This is right after
I've got
I was
flop
gone.
sweat.
I was gone from Saturday Night Live, but it was right after 9/11, and so they had it was the first show back from Saturday Night Live after 9/11, and so
Drew
anyways,
Barrymore again.
was Drew Barrymore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good memory.
Yeah, that's
so
a good
they had
memory,
the
The mayor came out, I guess.
yeah, the mayor came out, but
Yeah.
they had on stage the firemen,
Yeah.
on the start of the show, and they were all just haunted looking, and they had Paul Simon sing the boxer while they panned across these people that had been to hell and back, these firefighters. So then at the end of it was also the first show of the season, so they had new cast members. So then at the end of the show, all the new cast members are up with everybody, with the old ones, and they're all hugging. And meanwhile, behind them are still like the guys, the firefighters,
Sure.
all with their eyes like they'd seen everything, And then in the forefront, it's like, you were so good in your first show when you played the girl. And these guys behind them are like, I can't even begin to imagine what I imagined seeing yesterday.
Wow.
You played the cashier funny, Jody.
You'll get more than 2 lines next week. People are congratulating Paul Simon on the song.
Well done.
Guys, like yesterday, I dragged out a leg. It was only a leg.
That's your favorite memory.
I wasn't there. It was my favorite memory watching the show.
Oh, God.
We gotta take a break.
All
I'm
right.
not even kidding.
Norm Macdonald, Kevin
We'll be
Farley,
right-
Helium Comedy
We'll
Club
be right
tonight.
back. No, we're not
Oh, no,
done.
we're not done.
There's the
Tomorrow.
boys are
Daria,
staying.
Saturday.
Alonso.
Oh, my
Tickets at
God.
heliumcomedy.com. We're coming right back.
105.1 The Buzz. The Afternoon Buzz. With Daria, Mitch, and Ted.
In the studio with Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley. They're at Helium Comedy Club tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. Tickets at 888-64-FUNNY or heliumcomedy.com.
How long have you two known each other?
Oh, jeez, Normie.
We've known each other since I did a movie called Dirty Work that Kevin Farley was in.
As a movie, I was in that.
I don't remember what you played.
Well, that was a while ago.
That's a funny movie. It's like it became quite a cult hit.
Yeah, there's less money in being a cult figure than you might think. Being a cult figure doesn't pay, unless you're an actual cult leader. That pays a lot.
That pays a ton.
That pays a lot, and
Having
you get
a
a lot
cult
of ladies.
movie.
You get, as a matter of fact, you get all the ladies. If you're a cult leader, people speak against them, and I know they have their negatives, like everybody. But they get all the ladies, every lady in the cult. But the problem is they grow so hungry with power that they end up having sex with the dudes too. Like first, like I'm just having sex with ladies. Hey, you have to watch your wife have sex with me. The guy's like, and then later it's like I gotta get more power. I'll have sex with the guy.
How do you know this?
What?
How do you know this?
He's accusing me of being a cult
Cult leader.
Like you can't keep that kind of thing quiet. Now listen, if there was let's say a cult leader had a cult, and then maybe he had an accident and he accidentally passed on, God forbid, and they had
God forbid.
they had they had an opening.
For a new cult
Yeah,
leader.
I guess I'd apply.
Submit your resume at least.
Yeah, I go, listen, I can tell you guys what to do and make all your decisions for you. You give me all your money. I will be glad to set up some bunks in a barn and tell you what to do. I don't know what they do. I'd study it up. I'd study up on it.
Sure. Give it your all.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to ask another
Yes.
serious actual question, but I'm perfectly prepared to have it go absolutely anywhere.
Okay.
Did you find, Norm, that there was a real difference between the people on SNL that came from sketch backgrounds and that came from stand-up backgrounds like yours?
Yes, I did. The sketch background, right before I came, I mean, not right before I came, but the cast before the one that I was involved in had John Lovitz and Phil Hartman and Julia Sweeney and what's the girl?
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Anyways, they were all Second City guys. And they were all like actors. They'd do ensemble acting. And then my guys were Spade, Farley,
Adam Sandler.
me. And although Farley was a
Second City.
Second City guy, he wasn't like a regular type. He was you only looked at him kind of guy, which was like stand-up. Stand-ups, it's like, we don't want the other guy to look good.
Wasn't that a huge challenge for an ensemble show like SNL?
It was a challenge, but what happened was they were big. We'd play a lot of scenes to camera, like Sandler would do a show directly to camera, or Kevin would. Sorry, Kevin. Chris would coming up to it and go right to camera and do his thing. You know what I mean? And it was much stronger because these guys were such strong personalities, rather than just like, sort of actors that aren't huge personalities. Like Farley and Sandler were the biggest personalities.
But one thing that came across...
Now there's no giant male masculine personality.
No alpha gorilla.
It just exudes, whatever.
There is in this room.
Amen.
But one thing that came across...
Well, it wouldn't exist in this room if Seth Meyers was here, right?
One thing that came across, though, with that cast was that there was a sense that everyone was having a really good time together. Everyone was friends.
Well, Farley always
beyond
wanted to
the
make
stage.
everybody laugh.
Right.
Was he a facilitator of that?
That was his goal. As a matter of fact, I think his goal mainly was to make Adam Sandler laugh on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And so
you could see it a lot of times.
He'd go right in your face, real close. And
well, there was a Pepper Boy sketch.
oh yeah, there was that's a great. This guy Jim Downey wrote this sketch. Anyways, they wrote this sketch called Pepper Boy, and it was Sandler and Dana.
Chris?
No, Sandler and Dana.
Oh, yeah,
were
yeah,
the Pepper
yeah.
Boys.
Yeah,
And they go, more pepper. Would you like more pepper? And so then Chris, if you're not the star of the sketch, you just maybe do a little tiny part.
Yeah. His line was literally.
So Chris had one line. He goes,
One
I
line.
believe I would.
Why,
He goes,
yes.
Oh no! Why yes? Why yes,
yeah.
Pepper Boy? That was his line. Why yes, Pepper Boy? So that was his only line in the whole sketch. So the Pepper Boy guys went around to all the things, and I think the idea was they would seduce women while they did it. So they went to him, and so anyways, he got from wardrobe Chris a big giant red beard. Like this huge red beard, right? And then they come up and they go, would you like some pepper? Some pepper. And he goes, why, yes, I believe I would, Pepper Boy. And like, so the whole place comes down. Like everyone laughs at that more than anything else but a mile. And then the writers are like, what?
He literally went.
Norm Macdonald and Kevin Farley tonight are appearing at Helium Comedy Club, and I can honestly say I have no idea what the show will be like, but I think it's going to be amazing.
I think I know one thing, you'll be there.
Oh my God.
All 3 nights.
If you want, I don't know that I have a choice. I feel
You're going.
I feel
The cult leader has.
cult-like. Yeah, I will be there.
Cult leader
is spoken.
Wearing like a high-necked, low
Yes.
Little House on the Prairie dress.
Yes.
Okay, so would you like to go?
Opposite.
Let's give away some tickets.
Yeah, I'm trying to describe a cult-like member would.
Oh, I see. Like a Quaker. You made it sound like a Quaker.
888-733-5105. Would you like to go? We've got some tickets to give away. Give us a call right now. 888-733-5105. If you want to buy tickets, I think there are still some available. You can check online at heliumcomedy.com.
If you want to buy tickets, don't phone.
I just want to go home.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.